Yeah, as I reflect on my time here in Aletheia and then living outside of the state, what I truly have to add is that Aletheia will always be a part of my heart, a part of our marriage, and it will never go away.
We love and miss Aletheia. I think those 3 years were a true blessing in our lives as a family and individually. And we are so thankful for the leadership there and for the community there. Yeah, it changed our lives, and it will always be a very special place to us. And so we're just grateful that the Lord answered so many prayers through the people there and through our time there. And we still pray for y'all, and that others who are there are equally as blessed and as challenged, and grow from the time that they spend at that church.
It was a church where, we made family, and we grew as Christians, and just the relationships that we made were lifelong relationships. Even though we ended up leaving town and being far away, a lot of the people that I shared with, I had many memorable moments which made us get closer. And it just, I love a lot of people in Aletheia, and I miss them a lot.
It's a blessing to have been just a part of people's lives for so many years, and to see them grow spiritually, and to grow in their families, and to grow in their faith and in their careers, and to graduate and get engaged and get married and have kids and start jobs, and to share life with someone during all of those seasons.
I'm just really thankful for my time, really thankful for where I am now, and that the Lord will always take you different places. And it's never even when something is hard, that doesn't mean that the Lord wasn't in that.
Through the experience in Gainesville, it was such a intentional daily choice to see who God was going to bring before you, and see who God was going to present you the opportunity with to love and care for. And I really feel like that's influenced just how I view anybody today, even.
The aspect of community and unity is huge, and authentic community looks a lot different to us now than it did in the past. And that's all thanks to Aletheia.
I think it's forever changed kind of what we look for in a church, and how we live out the gospel in our lives personally and as a family.
And having that foundation, better foundation in regards to doctrine and preaching, just brought a lot of spiritual growth for me. And that also carries not only to my personal life, but to my parenting.
I mean, all of these folks that we saw come to the church in their freshman year, building relationships with them, investing in them, in a lot of cases, discipling them, and just watching them grow, and conversations we would have about, life choices. And it starts off small, right? The questions that you get asked from students early on in their time in the church, early on in their college life, they're not unimportant, right? They're not nothing, but it's a different scale. And some of those students who would come through those conversations evolving from, what do you think I should study, or how do you think I should navigate this relationship challenge, it evolves into, what do you think I should do with my life? Where do you think I should move? Who do you think I should marry? Is now the right time to start having kids? I mean, just being a part of that and building those relationships with those folks over the years was just amazing.
The impact we have beyond Aletheia, we're still connected to people that helped start the church, but then hearing updates of what Aletheia has done as students have come through, have been engaged, equipped, encouraged, and challenged to go and be the church elsewhere. Aletheia more than any church or organization I've been a part of, has really done what the church is meant to do, which is equip believers to be fully engaged in church beyond their college times.
Find some way to get connected. That's not only good for your soul, but it's also good for that community. It's one of the easiest ways to learn how people are doing in your church so that you can bear with them, so you can love them. Whether that's helping to set up or tear down, whether that's hosting a community group or something flashy or something not, pick up and serve. And your church, meaning the people in that church, in that group, are going to be better for it.
If the chief end of man is to glorify God and enjoy him forever, then like finding what God has like naturally gifted you in walking in that with excellence and integrity.
And it's worth it. You know, there's no greater thing that we could be doing with our time than being ambassadors for Jesus. There's nothing. And so I take that with me into today, and even with the church that I'm a part of now here in Orlando, I want to be an agent of stirring up excitement for what God has done and excitement for who God is and the wonderful, amazing blessing that we have received if we believe in him. And so I really think that that's really what funneled into that from my time in Gainesville.
It was such sweet glimpses of what heaven and the Lord being in his presence is going to be like, you know. So now as I think of those memories, it really points me to the Lord and makes me really excited to be with him face to face and to see him in person, because the church there just so greatly reflected him, you know. So because of that, I just wanted to say it was such a great encouragement to be there at the church, and it still is even to this day and will be for the rest of our lives.